Annie was heading home from work when she saw a dog standing over a drain, gazing into it with a look of deep sadness. It was a sleek black German shepherd, its beauty catching her eye. Yet what truly stood out was its sorrowful expression, staring at her with longing as it stood guard over the drain. She felt a pang of sympathy but dismissed it, assuming its owner was inside the nearby store. Exhausted from her long day, she continued walking, eager to rest at home. The next day she passed the same spot and was surprised to see the dog again. It was still standing over the drain, its eyes fixed downward with the same look of despair. This time she was there to buy groceries. As she approached the shop, the dog watched her warily, its body tense as she walked by. Through the glass pane, she saw it glance back at the drain with the same sorrowful gaze. Assuming it was hungry and waiting for treats from the store, she bought some dried meat, certain it would love them. When she exited the store, Annie carefully placed the treats on the ground, speaking softly to encourage the dog to eat. It watched her cautiously, but approached as soon as she stepped away. To her astonishment, it picked up each treat and carried them over to the drain, sliding them through the grates one by one. Each piece disappeared into the darkness below. Annie stood frozen in shock, unable to comprehend what she had just witnessed. Realizing that the dog wasn't merely hungry but was fixated on something within the drain, Annie's curiosity was piqued. She tried to get a closer look, but the dog became aggressive, barking ferociously and positioning itself protectively over the grates. It was clear that whatever was down there, the dog was determined to guard it. Unnerved by its defensive stance, Annie backed away, her mind racing with questions. Annie's relationship with dogs was complicated. As a child, she had desperately wanted a puppy, but her single mother, struggling financially, couldn't afford to care for one. As she grew older, her longing for a pet faded. Years later, during her mother's battle with terminal cancer, Annie became her caregiver, devoting all her time and resources to making her final days comfortable. When her mother passed away, Annie was devastated, feeling utterly alone. That very day, she found a stray dog waiting by her doorstep. Its sorrowful eyes mirrored her grief, and she named it Comfort. Comfort became her loyal companion, helping her navigate the darkness of mourning. They healed together, finding solace in each other's presence. But tragedy struck once more when Comfort was hit by a car and died in her arms. Annie was heartbroken all over again and vowed never to get another dog. Since then, she avoided forming attachments to pets. Yet, standing before this mysterious dog guarding the drain, she couldn't help but feel drawn to it. Determined to uncover the secret within the drain, Annie tried returning later that night, hoping the dog would be gone. It wasn't. Standing guard as always, it barked aggressively when she approached, forcing her to retreat. Realizing she needed a different approach, Annie decided to earn its trust. She named the dog Ninja because of its sleek black fur and began visiting every day, bringing treats and speaking to him softly. She watched as he ate a few pieces but continued dropping most of them into the drain. With patience and persistence, Annie's efforts paid off. Ninja gradually began to trust her, wagging his tail in excitement when she approached. Eventually, he allowed her to pet him and no longer blocked her from nearing the drain. The day finally came when she was able to get a closer look. Kneeling beside the grates, she strained to see inside but found only darkness. Then she heard a faint sound, a soft meowing. Her heart raced as she realized that a kitten was trapped down there. Annie immediately called the fire department, who arrived quickly and removed the drain cover. To her astonishment, they pulled out not just one kitten, but 6. The tiny creatures were weak and frightened, some of them visibly ill. Annie looked at Ninja in awe, realizing he had been protecting the kittens the entire time, feeding them his treats and guarding them from harm. His aggression hadn't been out of hostility, but out of loyalty and love for the helpless creatures he had adopted as his own. Photos of Ninja and the rescued kittens went viral, capturing hearts everywhere. People were amazed by his intelligence and compassion. With the kittens taken to the vet and placed in loving homes, Annie knew she couldn't leave Ninja on the streets. She took him home, feeling a mixture of excitement and apprehension. It was the first time she had brought a dog into her house since losing Comfort. but Ninja quickly made himself at home, filling her life with joy and laughter. In the weeks that followed, they became inseparable. Ninja helped Annie heal from her past sorrows, filling the void comfort had left behind. Realizing how much she loved him, Annie officially adopted Ninja, giving him the forever home he deserved. Ninja's story continued to inspire people online, reminding everyone that love and kindness can be found in the most unexpected places. Annie had once vowed never to get another dog, but fate had other plans. Through Ninja, she learned that opening her heart again didn't mean forgetting the past. It meant embracing the love that was still waiting for her, even in the most unlikely of places. Like a loyal dog guarding a drain filled with kittens,